Hey guys, hopefully you guys are having a good day. And what I'm going to do now is take time to kind of go over that economics pretest that hopefully you guys have had a chance to look at. And guys, this is a day that we kind of do a little competition in class in small group. Obviously, you guys doing it at home or doing it by yourself. And again, it's just something to kind of get your brain, your gears working into things that we're going to be looking at this semester. And some of it, a lot of it you probably have known or have heard of, but you don't realize it. Can't kind of put pen to paper sometimes. But again, it's things that we're going to talk about throughout the semester. So I'm going to take a little time, kind of go through it with you and kind of talk about it. So if you need to fill in whatever, that is fine. But it's just kind of a FYI thing, just kind of participation thing. So anyway, number one there, economics there. Again, give it your best shot. Economics kind of in the real world is a way in which people and nations use scarce resources to satisfy their needs and wants. That is a true definition of economics. And we're going to talk about needs and wants, guys. That's going to be our very first lesson we'll get into on Monday probably. But how do we use scarce resources, time and money? We're going to talk about time and money throughout this whole semester because those two things are precious and we never have enough time or money. So that's what economics is, okay? How we use those scarce resources to satisfy the needs and wants in our life, okay? Number two, what happens to the price of a product as the demand for that product increases? The price is going to go up, okay? Price will increase as demand for a product increases. We see that a lot of time at Christmas time, holidays, things like that. Gas prices go up when more people are traveling because the demand for gas is going up. So supply and demand, we spend a lot of time on that in the near future here also. Number three there, nation central banking system. That is going to be Federal Reserve Bank. And we'll talk about the Federal Reserve the latter part of this semester. An entrepreneur, I think most of you probably know what an entrepreneur is, but someone who goes into business for themselves. And we'll do a business project in here down the road. And you guys have an opportunity to be an entrepreneur and hope maybe one day you will be a true entrepreneur within your lifetime. And so anyway, we'll talk about entrepreneurship again down the road. Number five, Americans spend most of their money on housing, food, and transportation. Your cars, guys. And we're going to talk about cars and car payments. I believe the average car payment is about $554 a month, which is crazy when you see how many vehicles families have within their household. And if you've got an average car payment on all those, a lot of your money every month is going to those banks, paying those high car payments. And we're talking about paying cash for vehicles whenever you get there and how to do that. So that's, again, I'm personal finance. We're going to get into that. I'll teach you how society wants you to do things, but I'll also teach you there's another smarter way to do things where you stay away from debt. We'll talk about that a lot down the road. Number six there, what do you call an organization which bargains with management? This is a union. And unfortunately, we do not talk about unions really anymore. It's not in our curriculum. I do have it on the pretest here. And I will probably take that off. So anyway, unions, you see that with NFL and big time industry, especially in the Northeast coal mines, things like that. Number seven, a corporation raises money by selling. They sell stock to raise money. There, okay. Number eight, when you get a loan, what is the term for an item that the lender may claim if the loan is not repaid? I'm sorry, I screwed that up as I read that, but that is collateral, something they can take back if you do not repay that loan. It is collateral. We'll talk about that more down the road. Number nine, what is a fee for borrowing money? That's going to be interest, guys, and I'll encourage you to try to avoid paying interest. Banks get very wealthy on consumers because consumers are trained basically to pay a lot of interest or pay interest. And teach you there's ways around paying interest by saving, budgeting, and paying cash for goods as you need those. And again, saving money is important. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't save money, can't save money, and they don't understand why, but we'll talk about the importance of a budget with saving money down the road. So number 10 there, what is a financial institution? Type of bank owned by depositors? That is a credit union. Owned by the people is a credit union. Number 11, what does USMCA stand for? We knew it as NAFTA up until 2020. Now USMCA stands for United States Mexico Canada Agreement. That is our free trade agreement between the North American continent there, the countries of North American continent there. So number 12, the dollar value of all final goods produced within the U.S. is GDP. Gross domestic product, we'll get into that down the road when we talk about world trade. Number 13, how many Federal Reserve main banks are there? There are 12. The United States is divided into 12 different regions. And number 14, according to the law of supply, high prices prompt producers, this is a key word right there, producers to produce or to increase or decrease supply. That should be increase. If I'm a producer of a good and I see people are paying high prices for a good, I'm going to increase production of that good because people are buying it. That price is my signal. So I want to produce more of those because people continue to buy those. Now, there will come a point where consumers may say, hey, I'm not going to buy that anymore. That's too much. And then again, we may have to bump the price back down and we'll start supplying less as that price comes down. But high prices, we will produce more of those goods. Number 15 there, where's the headquarters of 11th District? It is in Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas is our 11th district there. Serves Texas, parts of New Mexico, parts, I believe, Louisiana. Also, we'll see that too. 16, a Federal Reserve note, guys. That is just your money. If you look at your dollar bills, 5s, 10s, whatever it is, look at the top. It says Federal Reserve note at the top of every bit of your money that you use, okay? 17, a rise in the general level of prices in the economy is going to be inflation. Number 18 was a major source of government revenue. That is going to be taxes, taxation there. We'll get into talking about taxes down the road. Number 19, FDIC is Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Your money is insured in banks up to $250,000. So any money tied in or in banks, any types of savings, checking accounts within banks, things like that, money market accounts are insured. If it's tied into the stock market, your money is not insured, and we'll get to that too. Equilibrium price, guys. Equilibrium price is basically where the price is the price at which amount supplied equals the amount demanded. That is a balanced price, a good price for a product within, say, Walmart, Belk, or whatever it may be. So the price is too high, people don't buy it, price has got to come down. If you drop it too much, you can't keep them in the store. So you got to raise the price. You got to find that balance point, that equilibrium price for those goods. Number 21, we're going to be seeing this on, I believe, Monday. 3 things that make land valuable is land itself, location, and resources. All 3 of those are very key in the value of land. And we'll when you see the video, the Ed Puzzle on Monday, you'll hear a lot of discussion about that for sure. Number 22, the term for a decline in the value of product is depreciation. You always got to be, or you've got to be careful, guys, when you buy things, nice new things, whatever it may be. And then again, we've got to take care of that. You don't want your products to depreciate. That's why you try to park cars, say, in a garage, or maybe buy nice used cars instead of a brand new car. You drive a brand new car off the car lot, that car depreciates big time as soon as you do that. Buy a nice used car, and again, the depreciation hits the original buyer of it instead of you. So take care of your products that you buy, that you spend good money on. And then the last one, 23, the average family should not spend more than about 25% there of your monthly budget on housing. That kind of comes from the Dave Ramsey point of view. And I'll be talking about that down the road too. So again, guys, these are all things, and we're going to be talking about obviously more things than this, but this kind of gives you a good idea of what we'll be talking about in class and things that you'll be seeing in class. And so kind of hopefully got your mind thinking a little bit about economics, personal finance, Federal Reserve, things like that. So hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully you did fairly well on your questions if you tried those on your own. And again, I will see you guys tomorrow.